Welcome back to a new podcast episode of the Three Piece on a Podcast with your host, Tonya.
Tayo.
And Ndia.
Yes, we're back. Took a little break last week, but we're back again. So for this episode, we're going to be doing something called AITAs. Basically, what that means is there's this Reddit called, well, I'm not going to say the actual full name, but
Am I the butthole?
yeah,
Basically.
And there's just all these crazy stories on there where people just read their story and figure out, are they the butthole or not? So basically, that's what we're going to be deciding today. Are they the butthole or not? So we each have two. So we're going to rotate and just read them and decide.
Yeah. And they're all from Reddit, guys. So
Yes, Reddit.
You can find all these on Reddit.
Reddit is a crazy site. Wait,
it is the best site app
Reddit
ever.
is
It's so
hilarious.
funny. Reddit's actually hilarious.
Is it
I
like
see some
Twitter?
of the most comical things ever.
Is it better than Twitter?
Really.
Is it better than Twitter? Like funnier? Because Twitter's hilarious.
I feel like Reddit's up
funny.
there. It's not fun. Yeah, it's not funnier, but it's definitely funny.
Yeah.
It's the way that all of Euphoria season 2 got leaked on Reddit, and it was completely right.
Yeah, like didn't they show they had scripts or something?
Yeah, those Reddit users are just they're incels, man. I can't even lie.
What?
That most of them are incels.
Sounds like it.
Yeah, pretty much. For Euphoria, they had, I don't know how they got a hold of the scripts, but they told things about the script that weren't even in the first season.
Yeah.
Like all the plots that were supposed to happen and that didn't happen. They're hacking.
Crazy.
They're definitely hacking. Okay, but let's get into this first AITA discussion. Okay, so this is would I be the butthole if I got my mom arrested for tax evasion?
Wow.
The title alone is crazy, but I'm about to start reading it. This one's a doozy, so hang in there. I've been supporting myself and living apart from my mother since I was 17. She kept in contact but hasn't really done anything for me besides be a shoulder. Our relationship is damaged already from a few things, but the biggest standing issue being I can't go to college because of her. I make too little money, so every college I apply to wants me to apply for FAFSA. FAFSA requires the parents' tax info on my application until I'm 26. My father is out of the picture. The thing is, my mom hasn't done her taxes for the last 5 years, and the IRS has started poking around. She claims things holding her back from doing them, but I'm pretty sure it's laziness or money at this point. But again, she just bought a car fully paid for $22,000, so I'm thinking it's not money anymore. The IRS website reports if you can give genuine tips about a person who's evading taxes, you could possibly be rewarded. So my question is,
their reasoning, no.
Would I be the butthole if I got her arrested since she's making it impossible for me to go to school?
I feel like
evading taxes.
I don't know. I feel
that's a serious crime.
That's hard. But at the same time, it's just like, I don't know. I feel like her intentions aren't pure. Like, I feel like she might just be doing it out of spite rather than like her educational reasons. Because she did say that their relationship is damaged, so she has nothing to lose.
Yeah,
she probably has more reason to do this.
But at the same time, on the flip side, like at the end, the original poster said that it says like that you can receive a reward for reporting this person. So to me, it's just like, are you only doing this for monetary gains, like,
or really for college?
Are you doing it because you feel like your mom is actually breaking the law and that's something you're actually concerned about? Like, are you actually concerned about regular citizens committing tax evasion, or do you just want to spite your mom because you can't go to college because of her?
Yeah.
But it's also
that's a hard one.
The mom bought a $22,000 car, so it's like
she doesn't care about her. She doesn't care about her daughter.
She doesn't.
Or maybe she like scammed her way into that car. Maybe she doesn't have money for real.
But 22K paid out.
22K. Okay, like considering a
In
car,
full.
that's not major. So she could have scammed her way into
That
that
is
amount.
major.
That is,
No,
yeah, it
that's
is major,
basically a
yeah.
brand new car.
I
Because
mean, yeah,
Pretty
but
once you
like
much.
start
compared
paying
to,
cash, they lower that price down. That's a brand new car.
but it's
Like
like that's 22K. Like, okay, compared to like 100K, 22K is something you can scam your way into.
that is true. That 22K could be used towards college tuition.
Right.
Yeah,
That's a whole semester right there.
yeah,
I mean, a
exactly.
whole
Right.
school year, really.
Right. Depending on the college
Yeah,
tuition.
depending on the college, but for most colleges, that's about a full after FAFSA kick in. Yeah, that's definitely about a full school year
But she can't
of
even
college,
apply to FAFSA.
right? But she could apply independent because I applied. She can apply independent.
I mean,
There's
The
ways around it. There's
Yeah,
ways
there's
to
ways
do it.
around it. Yeah,
so basically,
she.
she should
She's the
file
butthole.
independent instead of trying to get her mom arrested.
Yes.
Yeah, her mom. She's just trying to spite her.
If she's old enough to live on her own, she is old enough to file for FAFSA independently. I'm sorry, like,
Yeah,
yeah, she's being a butthole. I'm sorry, I gotta say it. Even though your mom's terrible, girl,
yeah.
you're the
You
butthole.
just
You're
being
the
mean.
Mm,
All right, next
What do
story.
you think? Wait, what do you think, Tonya? You didn't even say if you think she's the a-hole or not.
I don't know. I'm like, hmm, I don't know. Something about it's just kind of evil, but I kind of like it. Like getting your mama, like,
It's like sinister, but like in a
yeah.
way.
But the
Arrested,
right
getting
thing
your
to
mom
do,
arrested.
the right thing to do is filing independent
Yeah.
instead of making your mom go to jail for many years. So
Right, and just leave your mom. Like at that point, just cut all ties off if
yeah, you're like
Yeah,
you're
you
you
don't
about
feel
to
so
gotta
take the
put
lead.
strongly about it. But
you
don't
don't gotta
do
put her
that.
in jail.
Right, don't go put the lady
Yeah.
in jail. All right, so this one. Am I the a-hole for blowing up at my husband for lying to me about my sister and her baby leaving when he actually kicked her out? That
That
was
just
a lot.
sounds evil.
That was a
My
long title.
sister, that is evil. My sister 20 got out of a horrible relationship and moved in with me and my husband and brought her 5-month-old son. She's dealing with a handful of issues from postpartum depression to depression. I asked my husband if he'd be okay with her moving in and he said absolutely. Not just not just this, but he was the one who picked her up / brought her home. She stayed for 2 weeks and helped around the house. My husband started complaining about the baby crying, but a newborn's expected to cry, especially at night. He says it causes him stress, although I suggested he put on earbuds. He suddenly told me to forget it, and so I did. Last week, I had to go out of town to attend a friend's funeral without my husband. He said he wanted to stay with my sister to make sure she's okay. I returned home the next day
Mm.
and didn't find her or her baby home. My husband said she contacted a friend in another town and wanted to move with them and left that morning. He handed me a letter he claimed was from her. This felt so odd, especially after reading the letter. I called her phone many, many times, but turned out my husband found it and said she must have left it behind. What? I was
Mm-mm.
worried. I had no means of contacting her to make sure she was okay. I contacted relatives, but they knew nothing. Yesterday, I got a call from an unknown number and it was her. We talked and she told me that she didn't leave on her own, but my husband kicked her out after telling her that she was no longer welcome and she needed to take responsibility for her decisions. I was in shock as she explained that she's not with a friend, but at a shelter and she has
Uh-huh.
no money. I waited till he got home and I blew up at him. He admitted he faked the letter and hid her phone, then argued that it's his
Oh,
house. It's his house too, and he has a say, and he shouldn't have lied to me about my sister and causing her to be homeless. I said he was being unfair and wrong to lash out at him for wanting peace in his house in his home. Boy, what? Boy, bye. I
what? A
went upstairs
baby
and
is gonna
refused to
cry.
argue
Like,
anymore. I told him I'm going to pick her up tomorrow, and he said he changed the locks while I'm gone, and I won't be allowed to bring her home. I'm thinking of going to a hotel, but he kept saying that I'm letting my sister affect our lives by prioritizing her. But there's a baby involved. My nephew and I can't leave him homeless. I get that it's that his house too, but I don't see why he's so against her staying. No, for real. Like, let's unpack that, because why is he so against your sister staying there? And she has a 5-month-old baby, a newborn.
Right.
I feel like
All
he's,
because
I
the baby
don't know. I feel
cries.
like it might be a bigger issue, but then again, like men just truly aren't patient at all. Like the crying must be really getting to him for him to be acting out like this. But it's just like, you know how guys are.
A
They'll take something
5-month
so
old.
small. They'll take something
Exactly.
so small and blow it up so big. So this is just looks like an example of that. But she needs to leave him.
Yes.
If
Yeah.
that's how you treat one, a baby, and two, my sister, I feel like you just don't deserve to be around
Does she have
Exactly.
her.
kids with him?
She didn't say if she did, but I'm gonna assume
Yeah,
no.
I'm gonna assume no because like he must not be used to a
He
baby
must not be
crying.
used to a
Yeah.
baby crying. Exactly. That's why I'm gonna assume he doesn't have kids,
And that's
but
how you treat a baby?
yeah. If that's how
That's a
your
red flag.
husband is, if that's how your husband's treating your sister-in-law and your nephew, that is just a telltale sign. Like, how your partner treats other people really is
Especially
how
your
they're gonna
family.
eventually it's how they're gonna eventually end up treating you. So, honey, that's a
Exactly.
red flag.
This
I
isn't
would
even like just anyone. This is literally your sister-in-law.
literally
What?
your
Right.
sister, right? Like, in a bit, there's a baby in, like, homelessness, and the fact that you took the time to hide her phone, type a
And make
fake
a fake letter.
letter, make
Right.
up this big fake scenario.
Only
That's
God knows what you're
What are
some.
you
capable of
actually,
doing.
like, dude? What are you capable of?
You thought
She
this
Right.
was a
needs to divorce him,
movie.
and
Right.
she's not the a-hole. I have to say,
She's
baby, you're
not.
definitely not the a-hole. Your husband is, and you need to divorce him. I hope you got a divorce.
No, for real. That would have been a divorce ASAP. What? Are you crazy? Huh?
Right.
Now the fact that she could even like second guess that. I mean, like, okay, I
Right.
did kind of see like, okay, it's his house as well. But no, there's no second guessing. His actions literally told you everything. Man's
Exactly.
is disrespectful. What? Because what if he killed her and wrote a note like that?
Right. It's like if you can do that,
That
you're
at first
capable
I
of
was
so
thinking that
much
the girl
more.
got murdered. I thought she was dead.
Yeah, because that's the same way he would kill her and then just leave her a note, and then she
I
won't
don't
actually
like
get answers
that.
for real. Nah,
Yeah, that doesn't sound right. No, but yeah, she's
nothing.
not the a-hole at all.
Not at all. All right, next story. Next story. Next story. Okay. Am I the a hole for declining to go on holiday with my friend to get a boob job?
Oh.
I just feel like we all know where this is going.
Oh my god.
The
This title.
the plastic surgery epidemic is touching all
New
corners of the world.
tatas. New tata.
Okay. I, 29-year-old female, met a friend, 31-year-old female, just 3 years ago. We became close during lockdown and spent a lot of time together. I've been saving to get a boob job, especially since I don't have a high paying job, although it's enough for me to live comfortably. I would have done it sooner, but COVID hit me hard and I had to spend some more time saving more money. Jess asked if I want to go on holiday with her this summer, and I turned her down and said I already had plans to get my boob job this year and won't have enough money to go on holiday. She didn't react much and hasn't been supportive of me getting plastic surgery. I've also turned down going to a concert with her because the ticket was quite expensive. I don't like the artist and I'd rather save the money or use it to go to a festival. Now things are open again. I love partying, just doesn't. She sent me a message yesterday saying I prefer vanity and partying over her friendship and wants to keep her distance from me. I told her I've planned to have my boob job for a long time and I can't change the fact that I love partying. Am I the a hole?
E-
Girl,
uh,
I
she said the ticket was too high, so that's why she didn't go to that concert with her.
yeah, and she said
yeah,
it wasn't an artist that she didn't really like anyway. That's understandable, because I'm not gonna
Yeah,
spend hundreds of dollars on a ticket for an artist I don't like. Like, that money
just to
really.
be with my friend. Like,
Oh, exactly. I mean, I understand her saving up for the boob job. Like, I understand that, and her friend should kind of, I guess, kind of have to respect.
understand it.
Like,
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah, because it's just like, this is something my friend's been wanting for a long time,
and
especially
it's
something that
and it's
she's been
her.
wanting before she met you. Like, it's something she's wanted for a long time. Right, it's her body, it's her
Yeah,
choice. Like, she's been saving for it, so you can't get mad at her when her reason is like, what I'm saving for. Because the
Yeah.
question is like, if it was a house or a car, would you like be acting the same way towards your friend?
exactly.
Yeah.
So, but at the same
Uh,
time, girl, you couldn't relax on a little party and go hang out with your best friend, like that.
yeah.
Right.
Like honestly, I feel like if you can't afford, I don't know. The girl who wrote the story, I feel like if she couldn't afford to be like even if it was an artist that she didn't like, if you can't afford to just spend maybe $100 on a ticket, your priorities are in the wrong place.
But we don't
Because
know the price though. Maybe it was higher than that.
But
maybe it
and
was
she
higher than that, but it's
also,
like you just clearly don't have enough money to be doing much, and getting your boobs done,
but she said
put
that, but
food
she
on the
said
table.
that She said that she has a job. Her income isn't much,
Yeah,
but it's enough for her to live a comfortable life, and that she's been saving. So she's saving towards. It's not like she's dumping all of her money towards a
yeah.
boob job. She's been saving up towards it. So I can respect that. I mean, it's something you've been saving for and you really want it.
She needs to be putting food on that table. Let's just hope she's
She might
eating.
be
She
putting
probably is doing
food.
that,
She probably,
doing that and
she
saving.
probably is
Let's
right.
hope she's eating for real. Oh my gosh. But no, I feel like the girl just I feel like she low-key kind of made this about her, talking about
She
some
did.
you value vanity and plastic
Yeah,
surgery over me. Like
And
it's not about
my
yeah.
you.
girl.
And
Like
honestly, she probably said all that because she's not like in favor of this boob job.
Yeah, like
So that's just her like
you don't have to like
yeah,
it. I
that's
mean,
her
it's not you, first of all,
that
but at least
like
respect your friend.
exactly. She's like, oh, I already hate this boob job. Now it's taking my friend away from me. Like I hate it. Well, that's probably her mindset.
A boob job taking away your friendship is crazy.
right, well go find another
Yeah.
friend. Like if you really I mean like honestly just understand that your friends just won't have time for you
But
and
but like also at the original poster, how much of this boob job is taking up your life? Like to the point where your friend
Right.
feels like she has to distance herself from you because of this boob job. Like how much of it like is it taking, because if it's taking up your life so much to the point where your best friend doesn't want to be like involved with you because she feels like that's all you're worried about, babes, maybe your priorities do need a little
and that's
reevaluating.
what I'm saying. Like let's hope she's eating, cuz if you
Like
putting every spare dollar into a piggy bank for this
right.
plastic surgery, let's hope you're eating. Yeah. I wouldn't say that she's the a-hole for declining
Yeah,
her
no, I
friends'
don't think it is.
activities. Gotta do what you gotta do.
Yeah.
Put yourself first. And then when she's
Gotta
recovered
put me
from
first,
her
Lucius.
when she's recovered from her plastic surgery, she can go back to being a good friend. But for right now, she's money tight. So that's it.
Yeah, pocket watching, penny
Pocket
pinching,
watching.
be
Yep.
all in
So,
there.
okay, it's me again.
Yeah.
Hello. Okay.
Girl.
Okay. Am I the a-hole for requesting a DNA test?
Dun, dun, dun,
My wife and I are
Maury.
divorcing. Uh,
dun.
we have three sons. Our youngest, Clayton, is 8, and I have serious doubts that he is my biological son.
Oh crap.
My wife had issues getting pregnant, and we opted to use a surrogate with our DNA. I don't even think Clayton is my wife's biological son either. I
Oh,
truly believe there was a mix up.
oh my god.
Oh,
Um,
what? Switched at birth?
Right.
maybe it doesn't make much difference to me. I love Clayton no matter what. I have a cosmic bond with him. Okay. I don't want to lie
This
to
is
him if he ever asks why so many people assume he's adopted. We joke that he got out recessive genes, or if he starts to have doubts now. My wife is against the idea. She thinks it's rocking the boat and worries it'll change her relationship with him. For those wondering why we have doubts, our son looks nothing like anyone in our family. He's this blonde hair, blue eye cutie with a cleft chin, perfect teeth, and round head, and speaks his mind. Our other kids have dark brown hair, brown eyes, and all needed braces and have a more agreeable temperament. Um, it probably is
have you
recessive
heard of
genes.
recessive genes? Right.
It probably is recessive
Yeah,
genes.
especially because the rest of your kids have brown hair and like brown eyes, and then you have one blonde hair, blue eyed kid. Honey,
Yeah.
That's just genetics. Like, did you not take
Right.
that is biology 101, Punnett squares, recessive genes.
And they're so confused to the
Like,
point where they're like, they need a DNA test to prove.
I mean, wait,
but
it
Like,
said they had a surrogate, right?
oh
yeah.
yeah, they did.
But what gets me is right. If you had it through a surrogate, I mean, of course, it's not gonna be 100% your
Yeah.
DNA. Also, what did you mean by original poster? Are you talking about your wife doesn't want the DNA test because she's scared it's going to affect their relationship? If DNA changes your wife's relationship with the child, then she did not love that child to begin with.
Yeah.
That love was very conditional, and it was only on the terms of the child being biologically hers.
I
Like that's
mean,
not
I
cool.
mean, I don't know if you can say that for real because like, what if you found out that so like your biological mom wasn't your biological mom? Like, I mean, it's not like she like that you'll love her any less or that she'll love you any less, but it definitely puts like a different look on that dynamic because like, yo, you're not my mom for real, you know? Like it's just like a change. I don't think she's
Yeah.
gonna be like, oh, I don't love you anymore because you're not my kid, but it's just like, dang, this isn't my child, and I just kind of have to
No,
be
yeah.
that
I see
mother.
that.
Yeah, it's just a shift. I don't think it's like a loss of love, but it's definitely gonna be like
It shouldn't be a loss of love.
it's yeah, it shouldn't be a loss of love, but it's like it's gonna be a little odd. But I don't know, just get the DNA test. I don't see a problem with it.
Just get
I
the
guess. Like,
daggone test.
Like it's if it's gonna answer your
Right.
questions,
If it'll help you sleep better at night, just go get the test. Literally, it's a little prick, little draw of blood, like little test tube action. You'll be okay.
right?
Like,
Whatever
if
the result is, you don't know the answer. It's fine.
the one I have. Okay, next one. It's would I be the a-hole if I stopped sending my daughter money?
ooh.
My daughter Casey, 19 female, surprised us with the news that she had finally saved up enough money to move off her college campus into a small apartment. We were so proud of her until we actually saw it. First off, it's in a bad neighborhood. It's small. There's a window with the fire escape, but on the outside of the window, wait, but on outside of the window closest to my daughter's bed, there's literally just a brick wall with no alleyway to jump down in case of a fire.
Oh,
She has racks where she hangs her clothes because whoever built this place put the toilet
Rocks.
in the closet.
uh,
Girl, where's you at? New York?
Like
The
that's what it sounds
shower is
like.
in the
living in
showers
a
in the
shoebox.
hallway. The shower's in the hallway, and she has to share it with these two women across the hall who I think might be lesbians. Not that there's anything wrong with that. My daughter seemed proud of the place, and after she finished giving us the tour, she said it's not much, but it's a start, and I'm happy. She was telling us how good it feels to have her own place compared to when she had four roommates on campus. There's a woman leaving my daughter's apartment when we got there who had tattoos on her arm and purple hair, and she seemed to be heading off to a job at a pizza place. We asked my daughter who that was, and she said a friend from college who was living with her temporarily because of issues with an ex. I told my daughter that I don't like where she's living and I wanted her to move. Too many safety hazards. What if she got mugged while going to work, or if there was a fire, which wouldn't be far fetched considering the history of her friend's ex? Whoa, he's a fire starter?
Oh.
Or an
I asked
arsonist.
my daughter, I asked my daughter if
Right.
she had used the money we had been sending her to help buy this place. She said yes. I told her, okay, we'll give her more to find a better place. She said she didn't want us to give her more money. She just wanted me to be happy for her and that I was making her feel bad instead of being supportive and encouraging. I told her that I am being supportive and that I am encouraging her to move out into something better. We started off calm, but the conversation kept getting more heated until my husband stepped in and I threw up my hands and said, fine. If you want more independence, then you can pay for this dump by yourself. We're not
Ooh.
sending you any more money. She started saying that she would be kicked out and become homeless because she couldn't afford this place yet, just off the money she was making from her job. I said, you won't be homeless because you can come and stay with us until you get back on your feet, but I don't want you living here. In the car on the way home, my husband argued because he said we should keep sending her money and that she would learn in time. I told her no, she can learn now. If she wants to live there, fine, but we're not going to be helping her pay for it.
I mean, the parent has a
That's a point.
really good, yeah, good point, because like you're
Yeah.
living in a dump, a shoe box with a lot of
Yeah.
safety hazards, and the parents pointing that out. That should maybe
And
you should maybe
right,
start thinking about that. Like, oh wow, if
right.
if
And
there really was a fire, how would I get out? Like, that's something really serious that you should be thinking about when you try to buy a place or an apartment. And I don't think she chose right, because it
I
does
don't think
sound like a dump.
exactly. I gotta agree with the mom. That's clearly mommy and daddy's money paying for that.
Right.
And it's just like your parents, they're not trying to tell you that they're not proud of you for like trying to aim for that independence, but they're
Trying to
just
look
telling
out for
you
you.
like, hey, if we're gonna be independent, let's do it safely. Cause
Yeah.
living in a shoebox apartment where you don't really have a safe fire escape route, your toilet's in your
It's in a
closet, and
closet.
you're sharing the shower in the hall with other
Look,
residents.
that
Like,
doesn't
what are you paying
sound
money for? You're basically back on college campus at that point.
or a communal
That's
shower.
basically you could have stayed on campus for all of that. Like, no, no, mom, you're not the a-hole.
And it's
Yeah.
like on top of that, well, it's really like the girl, she's just fighting for something to prove as well. Like
It's like,
you're
okay,
willing to you're
okay,
willing to live in a dump just to call yourself independent.
right,
Yeah,
Like you could be living on the streets and be independent. Nobody's telling you to live on the streets. Like
right.
at least be independent in a smart way that puts yourself in some type of safety and some type of like position that makes sense. Like that doesn't make sense for you to
Yeah,
live in a dump just to call yourself independent. And
exactly.
also from another standpoint, the parents don't want to waste their money on a dump. I know
that
Right.
too.
they're trying to teach her a lesson, but at the same time, like they know they're not trying to put money into garbage as well. Nobody wants to put their money into
I wouldn't
trash.
either. I'm sorry, my money would not go towards no shoebox apartment with
Yeah.
I think the biggest toilet in the closet.
That's
That's where
wild.
your clothes go, boo.
Right.
You boo booing where your clothes supposed to be. That literally in itself is a turn off. That in itself would make me. Why did you? Why did nobody? Why would you do that? Like, why would you use your parents' money towards this? Girl, you could have got you a nice little cute 1 bedroom, 1 bath, cute little studio apartment. Like
Right.
what you're saying, it's
And it's
giving
like
New
you're not
York, it's
even paying for it. It's your
DC,
parents.
right?
You could have gotten something nice.
Right. And the way you're describing it, it's giving New York apartment, it's giving DC
Shoebox.
apartment, it's giving downtown LA apartment, it's not given.
It's not
That's
giving, right?
it's given, it's not given.
It's
That's what
not
it is.
Yeah.
giving.
So the
Get out that
bottom line is the parents should cut her off. Well, I think that the parents should cut her off.
Yeah.
financially, yes.
Yeah.
She'll learn because she like that's just straight
And
stubbornness. Nobody with two brain cells would like
Especially
be in that
yes.
predicament. But like
Especially
I
parents.
do continue.
I'm saying especially if the parents have said like we don't want you living here because we feel like it's unsafe and it's not a good environment, like, and they're offering to move you to somewhere better. Like literally they asked you, did you spend all your money on this apartment? You said yes, and they just said, okay, fine, we'll give you more to find somewhere else. Like
Yeah.
that should
right.
have been fine. Like, okay, if my parents are gonna give me more money, that not they're saying, oh well, since you spent all the money that we gave you on this apartment, you got to find your way out of it into a new
Yeah.
one. They're offering to help move you, so why not just take the offer and move to something better?
I
Right.
feel I understand the stubbornness though. I'm not saying that she's right, but I kind of understand like where she's coming from, because if you feel like you've put in so much work and effort into something and you're proud of yourself for it, you don't want to hear nothing. Like you're not willing to hear anything about
That-
it
That's
being wrong. Yeah, so I feel like she's just like, dang, I just put so much work into this. I saved all this money just for y'all to tell me that it's garbage. And she probably knows herself that it's garbage, but she feels hurt because like that's her effort right there
yeah,
that
I
they're dissing.
mean, yeah, it does feel nice when you can finally accomplish something on your own, but like at least make it something worthwhile,
Right.
because that place doesn't sound like the place you should be at.
And she'll realize it when she moves out. She'll be like, oh, should have
Yeah.
listened. Okay, our last one. This one is not serious at all, but whatever. I feel like this is definitely a white person. Am I the a hole? Okay, we're flying to Hawaii next week, and I suggested we pack PB&J sandwiches for lunch. Like, hold on, let's just think about this before we even. The story's not even long, but let's just think about it. Let's just think about it. Are you kidding me?
Peanut butter jelly, yo.
Why
Peanut butter
PB&J? Like, out
And
of all
ham
the foods,
in
a
Hawaii.
out of all the foods, why PB&J?
Like, that's a poverty snack. Not really a poverty snack. Let me not say that.
It's
But
just
that's
basic. Like, it's just something to eat. It's nothing even much. Like,
it's just something for the kids.
right? So
right.
it's literally a kid's meal.
Like, that's not what you bring to Hawaii. Can you treat yourself with some type of dignity? Dang.
Right.
Where's the element of luxury?
Right.
Like PB&J in Hawaii. Sorry, let me go home because no
Right.
way.
So
Like, you
many.
can be eating seafood.
You could be eating poke bowls and you choose to eat
Right.
peanut butter and jelly.
Like you clearly don't.
Yeah.
Are you from America? Cause like,
Probably. I don't
I
know,
don't.
but
This you said this sounds white. This sounds black. I gotta hear the rest of this. This sounds black.
PB&J.
And Jay on a plane, black as hell. Please read
oh
the
my god. Okay. It says my position. It's a 6.5-hour flight. The pre-order food options are expensive and lacking. PB&J is easy to travel with no refrigeration needed. Their position. Somebody on the plane might be allergic to peanuts, therefore I'd be the
yeah.
a-hole to bring a PB&J sandwich. My response. I promise not to lick other passengers or throw peanut butter at anyone.
What?
I think it's low risk that my sandwich wouldn't hurt anybody else. Their response, don't risk it.
Wait, can't some people like have an allergic reaction just from the smell?
Oh,
So
right.
I'm like,
Mm-hmm.
okay, it doesn't matter if you don't throw the sandwich at them or like eat loud
Or
or
go right after eating it. Like,
swear some people can still get a reaction from just the smell of the peanut butter.
yeah. And for the most part, they just don't let peanuts or peanut products on the airplane for that
For that
reason.
reason, yeah.
Yeah.
But like, bro, think about it.
You're not an a-hole. You're a cheapskate.
You're a
Literally PB&J.
Like,
You're
I'm
not
over
an
here trying to
a-hole. You're
think.
cheap.
Like, I'm over here trying to think. Like, bro, like, you're not wrong per se, but you're just dumb. Like, why you bring a peanut butter and jelly
No,
sandwich?
it's not dumb, y'all. It's cheap, ghetto. It's
It is very cheap.
X.
It's
Like, why would you
As a flight snack.
right.
Like,
come on?
You could
Why
bring
would
some
you do that?
potato chips.
right, you could have got chips or something.
Like,
You
PB&J.
could
just frugal.
the Sprite and complimentary biscotti coffees, little cookies that they give you. But like,
Right.
why would you bring a PB&J on a like that is so. First off, they're not going to let you on the plane.
Right.
And who the hell comes on a plane with a bag full of PB&Js?
Nah, that sounds white.
That's
That's what I'm saying. Like a bag full of PB&Js.
on a plane. They're not going to let you on with peanut butter. We better off bringing cheese sandwiches on a plane.
Oh my
Cheese
god.
sandwiches.
Terrible.
Cheese and ham. Right, just do cheese and ham instead. If you want to
Cookie.
have a sandwich.
And what are you going to eat with the PB&J? That's not something you eat, but like you don't got nothing to go with it. No drink, no water, no milk, no
No
nothing.
No,
fruit,
because
no.
PB&J be
That
getting
peanut butter
stuck to the roof of your mouth.
your mouth, right? I was going to say that peanut butter
Ew.
to the roof of your mouth. So you got something to wash that down, or you just packing PB&J just because you're dirty?
They
And
obviously don't care about the stomach. Because,
the real
like,
question, grape jelly or strawberry?
grape jelly. Ooh, strawberry.
Grape jelly's top tier.
Nah, strawberry.
Grape. Strawberry is good.
No, grape is the
I take
best.
strawberry over grape.
All right. So that was it, guys, for our AITA Am I the A-hole segment. And now it's time to move into our weekly segment of Media of the Week, which is basically for all the newbies. It is where we discuss new music, media, television, movies, all that good stuff that just has us on a chokehold that week. So let's get into it. Tonya,
Oh,
start us off.
Okay, so for music, I have Rex Orange County. He just dropped a new
Yeah.
album after since 2019, I think. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Just dropped his new album. Who cares? I was listening to it and it has some bops on there. Like it's actually not that bad. But my rating, I probably give it 7 out of 10. Like it's really not bad. And I really like it. It's very positive, uplifting. So if you're looking for something uplifting, positive like that, go check out this album.
I love his music.
And
um,
can't remember the movie, but yeah, that's it for my media of the week.
okay. For my media of the week, I've been listening to a song called Retrograde by James Blake. I don't think it's new, but
Yeah, it's not,
yeah,
but
I
it's
just
good.
discovered it because I'm late
James,
to everything. Huh? You said
James Blake, amazing.
he is.
Yeah, he is.
He's literally so good. But yes, Retrograde by him. I've just been listening to it over and over and over again. It's just such an amazing song. That and I've been watching Bates Motel like
I feel like you
every
said this
day.
last week.
I did say this last week, but I
Yeah.
continued. And now I'm on the end of season 3, so I will be
Oh
watching
wow.
season 4. And I've been watching 90 Day Fiance as well
Oh
because
my gosh.
Bro.
bro,
Yo, Usman and Kimbali. Ooh, it's getting heated. It's getting
Kimbali.
heated. That man does not care about
He
her. He
doesn't care
told her to
about.
leave.
He
That's
literally
it.
told it, bro.
He
He
does not
wants the
care
green
about her.
card. He doesn't care about anything but the green card.
Honestly, it doesn't even look like that because he hasn't even mentioned that he like wants to go to America. So I don't know. Like I don't know
We
what his
know that's his
intentions are
intentions
I don't
though.
think
with
it's
white
about
women.
that anymore. No, I don't even think it's about a green card. Like at this point, this
He wants
man
to just be on
literally is
TV.
bored. Yeah, he just wants fame.
Like he just
He
wants to
just
be on
literally
TV.
wants fame.
Like I know his streams went up after that first
Oh,
season.
didn't he? I feel like he said something. It was like some woman was asking him oh, it was about a chain that the woman
Yes,
bought him.
she bought him. Yes, and she kept on saying how expensive it was for her to get it.
Yeah.
She had to order it and then send it to her house, and then send it to him, or send to him, then send it back to her, and send it back to him because of customs or something.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Like,
Like he's
girl,
very
what?
And he was like
unappreciative.
he
She
didn't
did a
care or
lot.
something like that.
Yeah, she
And
did a
she
lot for him.
Yes, and when she had asked if he put any thought into the trip,
He's like,
and he was
no,
like,
he's straight
no.
no.
Straight up no.
So what's funny is because when I got back to the hotel room, she literally asked him, did he care if she left? And he literally told her no. He was like, so leave.
At this
Yeah.
point,
He said have a
he
good
just wants
flight.
to be on TV.
He said have a good flight. He left her there in shambles. I was like, bro. And like she kept telling him like, oh, he has to do something romantic and big for her to like for her to feel like he loves her. But he's like, what else do I need to do? I don't need to do anything else. I'm just like, bro, this woman is literally begging you for a sign of a smidge of of
Affection.
affection, and
Yeah,
one, that's embarrassing on her part because you should never have to
It
beg your
is
partner
like
for
you're
affection.
begging.
But it's just like you're straight up being like, no,
yeah.
you're
Like you're too
straight up saying
old.
no.
First of all, you're too old to be falling for this. Way too
Like,
old.
and she's older than him, so like
Yes.
she's in her desperate era. We'll cut her some slack.
Not desperate or
But yeah, that was mine. India, what's up with you?
So first off, remembered the name of the album from like an episode ago, guys. Okay, it's Four Broken Ears by Tim's. That's the name of the album. Second, in terms of music, what I've listened to, I mean, I told you guys last night, I listened to Yeat's new album.
oh yeah,
At first,
yeet.
anti Yeat, guys, I can't lie, I was
Mm,
anti Yeat. I was like, bro, I'm not
I
gonna listen
was
to.
too.
I was like, I'm not gonna listen to no man music named Yeat. Like, I'm not gonna listen
Mm.
to no man. This man's name is literally Yeat. Like, I cannot take him serious. And I had heard a couple of things, not like music wise, but heard a couple of things about the just Yeat as a person. I was just like, now I really don't know if I can see a music, right?
Yeah.
But I gave it a try. Y'all, why do it go so hard? Like,
It
mm,
does.
okay.
I'm like, wow.
I'm
hard.
just
That
I'm
new
just
album was good.
Yes, it was
I
so
just
good.
I just think y'all should listen to me because y'all were definitely dissing me last week.
We came
Yes.
around. We came
Oh,
around though. We came
Yeah,
around.
that came
no,
around.
definitely did. And then I think my favorite song off of that one, yeah, I know I sent you guys some songs. Yeah, but I feel like it's definitely still outside with the
Young Thug.
or that song
Mhm.
that was pretty good too. Um, yeah, and I'm trying to think what else have I. Y'all listen. So okay, this might sound really really weird, not weird, but okay, y'all know Lifetime be making little movies, and some of the movies just be
Oh,
but listen, I gave it a shot. I've been watching.
girl.
I have a confession. I've been watching Lifetime movies.
Oh my
I know.
gosh, you are a
Confession.
middle-aged mother. Oh
Literally.
my
But
god.
but y'all listen.
Yeah.
Like this morning before I went to work, I was watching the one called Fugitive at 17. Yeah, and I was
I think
watching
I heard
Stalk.
about that. They
Bro,
literally
Fugitive
have a whole
at
series of that.
Fugitive.
Fugitive at 16, Fugitive at 17,
Oh, like
Fugitive at
literally,
18.
yeah. When I tell y'all, the titles literally kill me. Like Fugitive at 17, stalked at 17, pregnant at 15. Like y'all, the titles for real kill me. The titles are so
The
but the
acting is
movies, the
terrible.
no, that it's not. The acting's actually good. But
No, on some of them
that's
it's so
the part.
terrible.
Yeah, the crazy part is some of that Lifetime stuff actually be interesting. So y'all need to give Fugitive at 17
Mm-mm.
Give it a
a
chance.
little try.
Not doing it.
Now I'm watching Students Secret Obsession, Students Confess.
Oh,
So
I think I watched that. Not gonna lie.
y'all need to watch them Lifetime movies, and they all. I mean, I have Discovery, but they're all free on YouTube too. So like, go watch a Lifetime movie and be happy. That's all I have to say.
What? There was a movie on there that was so good. I'm not gonna lie. It was like something with thorns. Like,
Woman,
huh?
but I'm a middle-aged woman. No, go
Okay,
ahead.
but this I watched this a long time ago, and it was actually a really good movie that they had. It was something thorns, like thorns in the basement. I think it was based on a book.
Been Flowers in the Attic.
Oh yeah, flowers in the attic.
I think I talked about that on here. I don't know if I did, but Flowers in the Attic, and then they have the second one. It's like
They have the whole series.
something in the Petals in the Wind. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's an amazing series.
yeah.
Flowers
Flowers
in
in
the
the
Attic
attic was
is crazy.
so good.
I feel like I talked about that on here. Maybe I talked about that with y'all.
No,
Flowers
no,
in the Attic is a great movie. Y'all need to watch it.
yes,
Wait,
And
are
it's
that
a
these
good
movie is
book.
so good.
are
Yeah,
these
it's a book
movies
too.
that need to be watched like in order?
Flowers in the
Yeah,
attic
you
is the
have to
first
watch.
film.
Yes, you have to watch Flowers in the Attic first, and then you watch Petals in the Wind, because
Okay.
Yeah,
Petals in the Wind is the sequel to Flowers in the Attic.
Okay.
yep. Like wow, that movie was so
Cool.
good.
All right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in to this
Woo!
week's episode. End of another successful episode. Appreciate all the support, all the streams, listens, X, Y, and Z. You know, we're going up as
Yeah.
always. And we'll catch y'all in the next episode.
Flip that.
Goodbye.
Doodles.
Bye.